What is up? I've been gone. Went to Orlando for the last week. Won a couple national championships playing flag football. If you know me, that's what we do around here. Then chess, and I won me a couple of UFFL national titles. Won it with the guys. This is my third and fourth national championships. So I've been gone for about 5 days. So I haven't been studying chess. Haven't done a whole lot of chess. Done some quick blitz games on my phone when I was bored sitting around. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff I've been up to. Won a couple national titles. Feeling pretty good. Got the confidence back. Think I needed that good reset. So let's play a couple of we'll play 2 or 3 rapid games and see where we're at. All right, let's get into it. Let's play a couple of rapid games. We haven't streamed today. I'm going to stream later, but we will stream after. We'll do that in a little bit. I want to play the London today. Hopefully we see some of this stuff. I'll just do this. I don't really have prep for that. This seems like obvious good setup. I know when they line this up, you want to go H3 at some point. I think you usually bring the knight out first, but you want to do this to have this break, I believe. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. I should have went C4. And if anything, this is the setup, right? Like, this is what you want to look at when you play the London. I might have some ideas of this as well. We'll see. I do think something I have really thought about and something I really wanted to improve on was not wasting too much time in the opening. I've seen a lot of my losses were coming due to time. I don't love this idea in opening this, so I might just push. We have this protected. We have this protected twice, even if they bring this out. So now this is under attack. I could trade my bad bishop for their probably really good knight. I think that's what we'll do. I know the bishop pair can be really powerful, but in the same breath, I want to make sure that I'm not doing it for no reason. That seems strong. I feel like we've really rushed and got our development out in less than a minute. That feels pretty good. I could do this sort of trade. Do I want to get my queen out first before pushing? Because what if they play something? I don't know. That's super weak. I'm going to move this out first because we may have ideas of trading. I think it's time. Let's start doing this. Not worried about this. I thought we was going to see C5. Thought C5 break was going to be stronger. That makes more sense than taking this way, right? Taking this way though, that doesn't work. Yeah, let's offer the trade of these. I take with the rook, I believe, and bring the other rook behind it. If I take with rook and they can't move, they're pinned. So I was worried about the bishop, but it's pinned. Not worried about it. I'm gonna bring the other rook. I feel like we're in a really good spot here. This seems really strong. Seems really simple too. Not too sure. They're gonna castle long. Can we highlight that and attack it sooner? Look at this, but this. Oh, they resigned. Wonder what happened there to make them. I think they just played poorly and they were just mad at themselves. Played like a 2100. I like that. Come out with a really strong opening, it feels like. None of those moves are wrong. They wanted me to push sooner. Here, they wanted me to take with knight. If takes, we win this one. I did not realize the discovery here. I see it now. So none of these moves are bad, and that's inaccurate. I just worried about, I guess my queen was protecting here. That's not really a big deal. Now we're double attacked. I don't know that that's super easy to see because this looks like my pieces are all over the place. But I think I just wanted to play a bit simpler. This doesn't quite work, right? What's the right move here? I'm just going to pretend I do something that makes sense. Oh, that was what I was going to do. So that's crazy. Double attacks this. How do you defend it twice efficiently? I don't know. You got to lose a queen for it. It seems like I've pretty much won at this point. Let's play another one. Got our London in there. Love that. We get another game as white. I play the same opening. I think that's a big strategy that I tell people to do, and I should do that. If you want to be good at this, you need to be playing the same opening over and over and probably getting really good at it. Offer this trade seems like the right move. I know that's part of the course. Suggest something along those lines. Yes, we'll back up and do this number, pointing our queen and rook at the same piece. They're not going to trade. Do I go C4 or do I go C3? You know what? I'll bring this out first and we'll make a decision later. I might go C4 now. I don't want to go too fast. Let's go A3, preventing this and being very confident about our C4 option. And then we'll have this whole idea as well. Not castling too early because if this bishop trade happens, I'd probably castle this way. So they're going to push this. Let's do it first. Now we're definitely probably going to castle short, bring the knights along these lines. I'm going to go here, and then these knights would be connected like this. Ooh, they want to keep their bishop pair. Usually when they play like this, you just do H3. H3 looks good to me. You can't do this. Now, I'm going to castle short, bring the rooks to the center on these two squares. That's the plan right now. That's what I'm thinking about. Let's see what happens here. I think that was a good move. I think they were really thinking they were going to bring these pieces out like this and start trading down and attacking where I was weaker because of the C4 move, maybe. I love that opponent took some time there. Played H3, H6, probably not sure what to play. I think we'll just castle. That seems good. Got our king out the center. Bring the rooks to the center. Okay. Now they do attack. I don't really want to help the trade-off here because I think this is super weak. So I might just pull back. Because where does this knight go? This knight doesn't seem like a very good piece. The knight could do something like this, and now it's protected, that square. Do you reroute it like this? And where does it go? I don't know. I kind of like the way we're set up. The only thing that I potentially see is after I bring rook here, they bring the knight here. If I push this, they get a nice outpost and we trade and win a piece. That's fine. Seems like we just win a piece this way. Might be missing something. I do also like this for this, stopping this idea too. We will see. Piece is hanging. They have to defend it. I'm looking at 95, but I think that just trades it. 95 just seems like a trade, but maybe not such a bad one. Because we do have this idea. I see that this knight protects it, but we can push some pawns maybe and create pressure that way. So this knight is the only thing defending this. Needs to either push it. Pushing looks really good though, actually. I think we just bring the knight around. And if we trade those two bishops, we'll be attacking the queen in the process. And then we can add some pressure to their side because the bishop would be gone then. Feel pretty good about that. Takes? That doesn't seem very good. Don't want to trade it that way. What about this? Where's the knight going to go? Or is that too soon? Maybe I need to bring this first. Do I do this? Is this fine? I guess I'm worried about what if they play something like C5? It'll be a good thing that maybe we'll go ahead and do this now. That protects C5, creates a deeper pawn chain. That seems really weak, actually. What is wrong? Why can't I play this and then double up? That seems really weakening. I'd love to trade these now, I think, more than ever. And I don't know. This bishop's completely stuck. Yeah, have to trade that. This is defended now, which is nice. Might be pushing this. I guess that was the thing that was undefended. I didn't even realize how undefended that was, to be honest with you. Let's double the rooks up. I push this, something like this probably comes then. That's a bit weakening. Don't love that. But then we can maybe bring this here. Let's look at this. E4, queen to F3. The knight will be here. So let's look at the squares that it can go to. These squares at that time don't seem very strong because I'm going to play F3. Went there. Did not consider that. That was not in my equation because I think that's worse. I thought that was worse. What's wrong with this? No, he just wins it back. Don't know that. I did not consider that. I want to play F3 anyways, but I don't really know why to hold the queen down. What's wrong with... I'm going to play this. I'm not too sure that I need to worry about that diagonal really hard, right? It's protected twice. This pawn gets rid of one of them after taking. This trade seems much better now. Actually, it doesn't seem better now. The only problem with this is it's attacking the queen, right? So if I takes, my pieces are undefended. Here, I would take twice and then take. If he takes, I just want a pawn. If he takes here, I take both rooks with check, then take that, and I'm up a whole piece. I think we trade that. You take there, and then I just defend. Wait, I just lost a piece. What am I doing? How did I miscalculate this? If I take queen, I'm down a whole piece. What did I miss? What? No, I didn't. If I move here, the queen is still under attack. The rook is still under attack. Here or there. The only checks are these. We're fine. The queen is still under attack. This is still under attack. If the rook goes there, I'll take the rook with check. Take here. We're good. If you want to... What's wrong with this? Or this? I see this. Don't love that, but it's defended. Not really understanding that one. If you go here, we'll trade. I'm up a pawn, but not really. That's not clear, right? Maybe I shouldn't have went H1. Maybe I should have went H2 to start activating my pieces. So weakly. I think that would have been a bad move. That would have undefended this pawn on E5. So if you done this, they just take this one, and it's like an hour trading, and you're probably gaining a lot of ground. I do want to attack something because I don't mind trading. Here loses a pawn. Did not. No, it doesn't. I'll go here. Defend that pawn. Block the check, and then we'll just trade queens. And then I'll wish my king was on H2. Then I really will wish my king was on H2. I think we're good. I think it's not easy for them to convert. I think it's just like me. I don't think it's easy for me to convert either. He has to decide. Opponent has to decide if they want to trade queens. Because if you're bringing a rook, I'll just take the queen and steal a trade. And I take this first. That doesn't work. And that defends this. If you go here, I just trade queens. So opponent has made a decision. Now do I start? Can I do this push now? Can I do this? Undoubling my pawns. I play that move really quickly, and I maybe shouldn't have. Maybe they're looking at this push. I think I would let them take and hold, because this seems like a weak piece anyways. It's kind of not super strong. All right, what if I take? What if I do? I think I let them take, and I take this way. Triple pawns wins a pawn, also with very strong check potentials. But this really allows some entryway, doesn't it, into their... I think I take triple pawns to win a pawn. I blindly trade that check here. It's defended. I was looking at the check diagonally, and it's defended now. Didn't actually see that when I was doing this trade here, but it works out. I could do something like this. Don't love that. What's wrong with this? If they get this check here, I move up. They go here with check, take, but I can take. So maybe the trade there makes more. So here, trade, check, takes. That doesn't work. Let's just go here. That doesn't work either. Oh, wow. I'm up a pawn. We'll lose a pawn here, but it's fine. Opponent is up. We saw this whole thing happen. Now we trade and you take there. So you win a pawn back. I have this check. I think I'm up a piece. I need to start trading down. I'm down a... Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, that wasn't good. Defend that and this, and have the discovery. I just moved a pawn. I didn't actually look at that move at all. I'm looking at that. I'll go here. I got to move fast. I only got 21 seconds. Let's not lose on time. I would love a trade of the queens. If I could figure out a way to trade them, I would do it. Because this is... I'm the one threatening, I believe. I don't think it's them. I just lost my queen. An opponent does not make that mistake. I'm so mad at myself. To go from winning to losing is tough, man. That was a time thing. I think if we... Let's look at it. If I could go back, not worry so much about my... The first move I looked at was this, but I thought takes here. I don't love that either. I don't think I would have played that. I think given more time, I might have played something like... Something simple like this. It says that's a complete miss, but I don't necessarily see why. Oh, well, I'd lose my queen there, so let's not do that. So in order not to lose the queen, what's wrong with something like this? I think I would have played it better. That's a tough one. I think we lost that one on time. I'm not going to sit there and stress over that too much. We get a game as black, and we'll wrap it up. Playing our French. I keep doing the review for the Nishigiri course on Chessable. I need to add those courses onto chess.com where I can do it on the computer, because I'm actually curious if me doing it on my phone is not as strong for memory when it comes to these lines as doing it on the computer when I'm playing to try and actually be good. I do think it's a thought. I wouldn't put my money on that mattering, but I do think about it. This isn't a line at all that I know by heart. I think they just push back. I think this is just more developmental for me. The idea also is something like this. And they tell you to do the rook first. But I don't think that's with the bishop over here. It's more with the bishop over here. I'm going to offer this trade now. And if they don't accept it, I do it for them. I believe that is the plan. I have to think. I think so. We're offering the trade of bishops here. Yep. And we get our trade. Don't know how good that is. And I also could just do this, but I like this idea. I could go there to protect there. The idea is to put my bishop here, get the queen here so it's out of this pin, then bring the rooks. Now it's getting more tempting to do this. Because what is this? It defends this, but it's not ever really under attack. I don't really know what this positively does for me. Puts the knight here. I think I'm just going to go back and go here. And now that will be protected, and I might just double up like this. Make this battery with the queen and bishop here. So then we might actually play something crazy like g5. Depends on where if this knight ever will move. Because, I mean, it should. So this is super weak now. And it's our fault. But with their decisions they've made, I'm going to lock it down and play something like c4. This whole position is locked down now, and it was your choice not to trade this for this. This move allows this, and then we might just be trading queens. This is a... I'm not calculating. Why did I rush that? I just lost this pawn. I have to play g5 if he takes this. Takes with check. No, that doesn't work. Oh, that pawn. I didn't even calculate that at all. I can go here still, and I'll have to treat it like a gambit, and I lost. So that pawn is still available if I want to keep it. Not really sure how I keep it. I can't do anything like this. I lose the queen. What is g5? g5 takes. And if they just move it back, that would be beautiful for us, correct? I don't know how I defend this. This defends it. Let's just do this. This is simple. This is easy. Now I can take back with the knight because we're not pinned anymore. It's a battery. Those are multiple good things. It connects my rooks. Those are the things that I'll have to just accept on that, because that seems like an L that I took with my moves here. Now it's I can still take this. I could take all that, but then I lose a pawn in the end. This takes with rook. Not good. Wait, is the queen trapped? He gets away. I thought I trapped the queen. Now this is our answer. This is our escape. This is how we get out of this. I think this works. I played that move really quickly. What is this? Oh, this is weak, maybe? I don't know what that does. What does that do? Not sure what that did. Not sure what that did. I'm just going to trade these pawns. I'm reconnecting. Hopefully I don't lose connection. That would be a tough way to go out. They just traded back immediately. I'm looking at that. This getting the rook out this way is not bad either. But I immediately threaten it with this and defends this a second time as well. I'm going to take a chance here and play this idea. I do see that I have overwhelming attacks on me. The knight goes here. I don't trade it, I don't think. Don't think trading it seems very good. And they defended that pretty quickly. Let's put the rook here. And I do have ideas of something like this. If you want to trade rooks, that seems pretty good to me. You bring that rook here, I'm probably just going to bring the rook here, right? You have to take with knight or I win the pawn, so let's do that. He had to take with knight. So now I feel a little bit better about my position. Now if you do this, you're going to lose a piece for it. Now you have to trade. If you want to trade the rook for a knight and a pawn, that seems good to me. I'd love to go up that exchange. I don't know that a pawn is worth... And this is also a strong outpost. I don't know. I just don't see opponents trading a rook for the knight just to win one pawn that often. I win this pawn in the end too, so it's not really a win, is it? But the pieces probably feel a lot more comfortable if I had to guess. I was looking at ideas of forking too. I was looking at bringing the rook here and taking there, and then I'd have this nice fork, but opponent didn't want that to happen. I also had this attacked twice, but that means nothing now. I guess let's get to the open file. That's got to be good, right? I don't want to waste too much time. I'm down a minute and a half on the clock. Bring the bishop here. But what's the bishop there going to do? The bishop goes to these two squares. Which one's better? This one is a trade, but then I get the rook on the 7th rank, which is always a good thing. On the 2nd rank, 7th rank, whatever. You know what I mean. I think that's always a principle that you got to look at and try to achieve. Try to achieve that. It seems like a good principle to try and attack and do. Also, hung up my Acuna jersey. That's sick. Don't know that we want to trade that, man. It is tempting. Oh, you do take the knight. Got a big overachiever here. Trade. Seems pretty strong, actually. Ooh, not stronger than this. I'm going to play this. This would allow this fork, but we get the check with it, so it's okay here. This is a nice, pretty fork, but we get the check with winning a piece, right? So if they do move this knight out the way, oh, let me trade this. I'll take here first. And if I take here first, they could take here. Then I have my option to either take the knight or protect my bishop. And we'll look at that after. But right now, I wanted to be more attacking. I do think we trade now. That opens up my piece I want it to as well. Boom. But the queen still protects. So it's not beautiful, but it's kind of good. Guess we just maybe we bring it this way. Let's attack that. F4 is not possible now. The pawn is pinned by the queen, right? The rook can't help here because the knight's stuck. Not sure what the opponent could do here, but we will see. We will see. Got 3 rapid games on the Road to 1800 series today. The Road to 1800 while a life update. The queen is stuck. A move like that would be beautiful for us, right? I want to just take this pawn because I don't know how do you protect it? You can't go F4. The only thing I could see is you sack it. You can go here, and then you threaten it or something. I don't know. It's not easy for me to see a way out. That would be they were so afraid of it. I love when I keep the opponent afraid. I think we just take the pawn now. I take the pawn. Guys, what about this? We have a check. They go here. I take. That's fine. It's fine. This doesn't work. We have this check. They can move. I'll take. They can choose to take the rook or the knight. They'll take the rook. And then we have check, which is really nice. And then options of the trading here. I feel like we're playing this game a lot better. I feel like we calculated a little better. We also did our bishop trade on the A file, which is a weird move, but I know in the French it's right, but I think it's right when you do it right. It's wrong when you do it right. That's pretty much 98% of chess. If I'm right, I don't know. Am I right? We'll find out. Game review will not lie. Some of the game reviews be wild though, but the engine will tell you. We have a checkmate threat as well. The queen is covering that checkmate threat right now. Opponent is taking their time. Then we actually are very close to eclipsing them in having time, which is very exciting to see. If we have more time than them, that would be great. If we have more time than them, that would be great. That would be the goal. I've been streaming chess, guys. I've been streaming on Twitch, TikTok. We do have this check could takes here wins, right? Does this I do have been finding people try to make things a little more complicated against me. If we do this and they take, right? And I check this way to bring the queen, bring the rook. I feel like our position is so good that I shouldn't risk that. That doesn't seem good. Here takes check. There's a lot of options, right? The king can just go there. The king can just, it has to be the queen though, right? And then we bring the rook. Because if you move this, I win the rook. You know what? I'm going for it. I think this makes sense, actually. I discover here, so you want to just take. I go with check. In any move away, I win the rook. You protect with the queen. I now pin your queen to the king, right? You do have this check. I go here. You take the rook with check. I take back with check. I win your knight. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm sure we will very quickly see if it's a brilliant or not, and we will do the brilliant animation. We will get it right. So this game looks like we might win this one. Looks like the opponent might just resign after losing their queen to the rook. But that's not the worst trade in the world, right? You still got 2 pieces, but I would definitely rather have my side of that. For sure. But yeah, this one looks tough for opponent. I think they didn't expect me. I think they thought I was just going to trade everything. I take there. I think I threatened 2 pieces with one right here. I threatened 2 pieces. I think even at my level now, still, even though we had that rise a little bit, I still see people blindly miss things that are very far along the board. The things people miss the most, the long diagonals, right? And the long crosses. Yep. I'm just double checking there's no forks here. Ooh, I can take it. I worry about things like that. Take that with check. Can't take back. This puts my queen on a better square. I want to win pieces now. I do want to win some pieces. But most importantly, let's not run out of time. I'm looking at taking this pawn. I can have this check. If something weird like this, I have this check, this. I still could just take this with that. But if I win all the pawns, I'll probably just win the game. I can start promoting something. I might be making this a little harder than it has to be, but I do appreciate opponent continuing to play. Don't know if they know, but we're there on our Road to 1800 series. I'm going to take a piece, I think. Idea is this to here, maybe. I don't know what I was thinking there. Didn't make a whole lot of sense. I didn't like the plans opponent could have there. Let's just continue to make sure that we're pressuring them and they're not pressuring us, right? I have a checkmate here at the end of this. If you don't know why I thought that would work. Here, and I can protect this pawn. Didn't really think that one all the way through. I thought I had a checkmate, but obviously wherever the knight moves protects that checkmate threat, right? Don't know what I was thinking there. Ooh. If you protect with the rook I take, I do got to go faster. Losing on time is not acceptable. Here's a check. I just lost my queen, but I can promote. All right, opponent timed out. We were going to get a checkmate there. We did get a brilliant, though, guys. Check it out. We got the brilliant. Let's see. We did finish off with a checkmate as well. Make sure we get that animation in there. Let's see if our opening was good. That's something I'm really worried about. I know every prep I've done has said if you can check the king after castling, you probably should. I said still could there and didn't. Doesn't love this idea. It didn't love my knight idea there either because the bishop there is really strong. We'll consider that next time. That was really bad. Opponent not taking that was still the right move, by the way. Almost trapped the queen, not quite, but the opening wasn't terrible. It wasn't good, but it was weird enough that opponent's not going to know the move order for that. It also loved me taking the rook there and them having to take with the knight there, and we saw that, which I loved. Moving the rook to the open file was a good move. Look at the eval bar, man. We're really doing well here. That didn't love the eval didn't love that, but I still saw the idea of battering, but I guess it didn't love. I guess it's like you got to get your knight out of there, dude. Instead of protecting the knight, you just remove the knight. That's the brilliant. Give me the brilliant animation. Knight x g3 with check was beautiful there because of this idea, which we found to perfection, by the way. Great. It's the only move that worked, and we found it. We also are taking the pawns really well here, it says. And then we started getting into the time crunch right here and started to make some mistakes, I'm sure. It didn't look... I could have just taken this knight with check, but we have 12 seconds here because of takes, which is correct. And that's all fine because we're going to promote our pieces. It's going to be all good and dandy. We're going to... He should have taken there, didn't. We're going to promote our pieces, and then we're just going to keep playing until checkmate. And I could have checkmated faster, but anyways, I should have went this way instead of vertically. Well, that is it for this episode. Appreciate you guys for joining. Appreciate you for taking a moment at the beginning to see a little bit about my outside life. And I appreciate y'all for joining and watching me try to get this road to 1800. I'll see you on the next episode.